What's up, everybody? It's waba, and I want to give you another update on the Hierophant Totem build I am playing in the Bestiary League. And yeah, now I do want to kind of put a little bit of an emphasis on just calling it a totem build, because this is an incredibly flexible passive tree to play. Because you could play it as Darkback totems, you could play Freeze Pulse totems, you could play Shockwave totem, and you could play Frostbolt totem. Like, you could just do so many things with this. You could probably even do Spark totems if you really wanted to. Whatever really was your flavor, you could do with this build. So, as I have said before, my plan is to go a low-life variant of this build. And I'm actually holding off on that for right now, because I actually have a pretty decent amount of currency, and usually I would just get a Solorica, and I would just kind of deal with the cost of off-coloring it, because it's going to take a little bit of currency to 4 or 5 off-color a Solorica. It doesn't have a very high strength requirement, so it's not too bad. I've done it before, but since I have so much currency already, I'm a little over halfway to his Shavs, and I'm pretty sure if I just, trade some of my currency, I could probably be pretty close to his Shavs and maybe find one for in the 200 to 230 chaos range. So that's actually why I am holding off on low life. If by chance you are playing a version of this build that is using a staff, you don't really have to worry about this. But you are gonna, in order to go low life, you're probably gonna want a Shavs anyway, because if you are using something like a Terran Shiver, then you're not gonna be getting any energy shield or potential energy shield from your shield slot, which I will, of course, be getting. But I have been leveling all my gems. I've been leveling my disciplines. I have been leveling my purities, so I'll be ready to go as soon as I'm able to swap over. And as for everything else, like, I'll show you my Atlas progression. Warning, it is pretty low right now because I really just started mapping yesterday, as I've been pretty busy. But everything has gone pretty easily so far. My damage hasn't even been that bad, even though I am using a Bright Beak and a... Well, Tabula gives you a 6 link, but let's just say, because I've been using a Bright Beak, my damage has been maybe not like great, but it hasn't been terrible. The one thing that does suck about this right now is that, since, again, like I said, it is a build that is eventually going to be low life, and right now I'm in that kind of transitioning phase. I still don't even have too much energy shield because I'm still running a Purity of Elements. As soon as I replace my amulet and get some more life and fire resist on there, I could just start using discipline, and then I could start taking some ES nodes. But right now it is a little vulnerable. It's not really it's not ideal for hardcore. I mean, it doesn't really matter in standard, honestly, because you have enough survivability. I mean, clearly I've done some pretty dumb Zana missions, and a couple of things that have been a little rippy, and I've been perfectly fine. So if you're playing this build in standard, even right now, if you are still waiting to transition to low life, it's really not that big of a deal. I just wanted to show you my gear right now so you have a much better idea. I did find these are actually really good, especially considering that I want to be a hybrid build for the meantime, and they have a lot of life on them. Run-of-the-mill leather belt with some life and resist. I bought this for 5 chaos yesterday, which is honestly a pretty good deal. That's whatever. I found this. I crafted these. I found this, and I found this a long time ago. And then I bought the Bright Beak as well. And I don't really have anything crazy jewel-wise. I have one Abyss jewel. Nothing too crazy. But like I was saying earlier at the very start of this video, I would like people to think of this as just a general totem build, because Hierophant is just so good for totems now. if by chance you do not really like Frostbolt totems or Freezing Pulse, you can play this as Shockwave totem, or you can play this as Dark Pact totem. And first off, about Shockwave totem, the fact that you have so much placement speed with Hierophant, I'm telling you right now, it would probably feel way better than you would even imagine, because, you know, it kind of sucks whenever whenever you played Shockwave Totem before, especially after the AoE nerfs, you would like drag this totem out of the ground. It would just take so long to even raise the totem, and then its AoE was like baby AoE compared to its good old days. And then you have to place another totem because, you know, mobs didn't die and you've already moved on, and the totem's so far back. But now, with so much placement speed, it doesn't even matter. And when you have so many totems with no penalty, you know, it's just like, oh, things didn't die over there. Click real quick, keep going. And so, the totem placement speed is kind of like a... It eases that feeling of, oh, this AoE is not enough. Because if your AoE is a little small, but you could instantly place something, you don't care. But if your AoE is small and it takes you too long to cast something, man, it sucks. So that's like for the Shockwave totem, if you were really interested in that. The tree would be a little bit different, but not too different. And I feel pretty confident that you'd be able to maintain the mana cost on Shockwave totem pretty easily, because you get pretty good mana sustain with Hierophant thanks to Ritual of Awakening. Now, someone in my Twitch chat today did also say that they're playing a Soul Mantle version of this build, where they're going Soul Mantle with Dark Pact, and they were just using dual Kikazaru rings. My initial thought was, well, wouldn't maintaining the curse immunity on your flask be kind of too much of a hassle? And frankly, they said they don't even worry about curse immunity, and they just go with dual Kikazarus, and 80% curse effectiveness is 80% reduced curse effectiveness is plenty to make the build feel pretty good. So you can play this build a lot of different ways, be it Frostbolt, Freezing Pulse, Spark. You could probably do Arc, Dark Pact, and Shockwave Totem, whatever. You can do a lot of stuff with this. So yeah, you know, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I will be low life pretty soon. I want to say in the next couple days. It just depends on how much I'm able to play at home or what drops I get and anything. And hopefully I can start grouping with some people pretty soon as well. And I think, you know, I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to clear content perfectly fine. Low life is going to be a really big damage boost. And then we're going to, you know, get some other things going and maybe do some other builds. So just wanted to give you guys this update. Again, if you could follow me on Twitch as well, and, you know, come hang out with me whenever you have the chance, would really appreciate it. You could also add me in game at waba so you can see when I'm streaming live. And yeah, leave your comments down below. If you have any questions, let me know. I have helped a couple people with their builds because they've been playing some other variations of it and have been having some struggles. So if you are in that same boat, I am more than happy to help. So again, thank you guys very much, and I will see you later.